You are now listening to the Salty Virgins Podcast.
What is up?
The fucking plague, that's what's up.
The plague is what's up. But also, we have a guest.
More important, the plague. Like the actual goddamn Black Plague.
Well, let's introduce our guest first.
They all know her.
Christine.
She was on the last episode.
Hey,
It's still nice to tell everybody.
Yeah, Christine's still here, guys.
what is up?
Never left. Never lost.
Never lost.
So,
Big Ball Brand did lose.
we liked having Christine on so much last episode that we brought her back, and we're going to do something a little bit different where she actually is going to interview us because she is a self-proclaimed podcast superfan. So she has some questions she wants to ask us, and you're going to get our live ridiculous reactions to them.
Alright, well, don't make me sound that cool. So, hey guys. So yeah, I'm back again for this episode. And yeah, I've been listening, and Kevin's a good friend of mine, and I'm getting to know. Met Pat a couple times, and I'm getting to know the others. But
Didn't remember her name, so it's whatever.
I also didn't remember his name because I guess no one
Specifically Patrick, which is funny in its own right. But okay.
Does. Yeah,
I just want to sidebar and say Christine is like Jackson's biggest fan.
I love
Jackson
Jackson.
has more stands than the rest of us, which is
I love
nuts.
Jackson. Hi, Jackson.
Can we get into plague talk?
Let her ask the questions first.
Jackson said, "Fuck you."
Jackson hates his one stand, which is nuts.
No, because I told him, I don't know, we were talking about this before, but no, seriously, Jackson, last episode, he was like everyone's giving, like, detailed answers of, like, how they react to people walking down the hallway, and then Kevin's like, how do you react to that? And then you just go, poorly. Like, I was drinking liqueur, like, while driving, and as you said that, it went up my nose and then out my nose. I almost wrecked, and then for, like, an hour, I had, like, stinging liqueur water stuck in my nose and outside. So, thanks for that. But,
Virgin White Claw.
It is Virgin White Claw.
but
Yeah,
yeah.
not as smooth as the aroma of White Claw TM.
Oh,
Still
I
not
did
sponsoring us.
I did have one story though. So I was thinking about, you guys talked last week about like awkward, like work bathroom moments. So like there was a time where one time I like had my like one-on-one like I'm with my boss, and she was running late, so she texted me like, hey, like I'll be there, running a little late. We'll start in 5, and I was like, cool. And so I texted her back, all right, while we're waiting in the room, the bathroom really quick. So my boss has this like bright pair of like heels that she always wears, so like everyone knows those shoes as hers. And then I had like these leopard print heels that I always wore because I was that person in the office. And it's like everyone knew my shoes. So like when I went to the bathroom, I went and sat down, like went to the stall, like sat down. But like our stalls, you can like pretty much see the other person's like feet. And so I was sitting there and I realized like she said 5 minutes late because she was in the bathroom. Like she was in the stall next to me. And then like, no joke, I heard her just rip ass, like just completely like just like explode. And so I'm sitting there to go, holy shit. I was like, she knows that. Like, but she has to know that that was me because I told her I was going to the bathroom. So like, as she did that, I go, oh my god, what if she knows this is me? So just to like,
You said that out loud, right?
Dominance.
no, well, just to like,
You have to look her in her eyes in that meeting.
Christine's just
be
on
like,
the toilet, just like, oh my god, what if she knows?
no, not even
Very
kidding.
audibly.
Not even kidding. I did one better. So like, she knows.
Is that Catherine?
But she knows I have my shoes, like those shoes, because she's called me out. Like, oh, I love the. Like, I know she knows that those shoes are mine. So as she did that to just kind of like drive the dagger in a little further, I like slid my foot with my shoe closer to the side so she could see that it was my shoe in the stall next to her. So she knew that I know. Like,
What a fucking power move.
so she knew that I knew.
Listen,
So
you
then-
can get arrested at state parks for that, so I would be
Well,
careful
not like
about
in
that.
her stall, but like I put it close enough where I know she knew. Like she knew it was me. So then I like hightailed it out of there, washed my hands, and like made sure I washed my hands, and then ran back to the conference room. I was sitting there, and as she walked in the room, we sat down, and I swear to God, nothing was said for 5 seconds. We just stared at each other, and it was just a mutual throwing back of like "fuck yous." Like there was no words said,
Fucking
but I know
worst
it was
fear.
just like, oh, it was great. But side note, that was just Oh my god, it was amazing. Like, she just completely, like, I was expecting her to not even show up for the meeting after that. Like, it was so bad.
Yeah, I would have gone home.
I would have quit my job. That was
Yeah, that was great. But anyway, okay, so, yes, so, you know, I've listened to every episode, big fan, and I just had some questions that I kind of wanted to I feel like they'd be funny to hear the responses, so, the first question I had for you guys...
We'll be the judges of that.
Well, the first question I had...
Wait.
Go.
we'll
Hold
be
on.
mean.
Before we get into the questions, I just want to bring up the fact that I am actually flying to Colorado next week. And apparently they have the plague, so this might be my last recording, so...
Okay, wait, I want to talk
guys.
about... I'll ask you a question, though. Can someone please explain the
All right,
plague?
Jackson, let's talk about the fucking plague. Let's.
Yes, so no one gets confused. The bubonic plague, like the Black Plague. So
The thing that took out most of Europe in like 1300.
correct, they had to burn bodies and they wore weird bird masks.
And mostly because they didn't wash their fucking hands. But that's, you know.
Yeah, white people, it's a problem. Yes,
And legs. Just kidding. Deep
Not
cut.
feet.
wash legs.
Anyway,
Especially their feet.
on with it,
I-
Jackson.
So 2 days ago, the Colorado Avalanche, the Colorado MLS franchise, were planning to host a fireworks night, but they had to cancel because the site that they host fireworks on was contaminated with plague-stricken prairie dogs. Yes, prairie dogs. Plague-stricken
The-
prairie dogs.
Cutest way to contract the plague.
Easily.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And while they said they had to cancel the fireworks show while the prairie dogs were in the vicinity of the stadium, they said, nah, all you people, you can still go watch the fucking soccer game. It's fine.
So, does anybody have it? Didn't we cure it? What is...
There is a cure for the plague. Also, fun fact, if you get the plague, there is a 98, not 100, but 98% chance you'll never get it again.
So, once you've contracted it, you can also be cured? Like, I know there's preventative measures, but once you've contracted it, you can also
Washing
cure
your
it now?
hands?
Vaccines.
But
I don't
yes,
think you need
is there a
vaccines.
plague
You just
vaccine?
need to be clean and not be in the area of the plague.
yeah. But there is
Uh-oh.
also, yes, there is a cure, or, I don't know, a treatment. I don't want to call it a cure, but a treatment for the plague now.
So,
Yeah, not 600 years
That
ago.
doesn't make me feel any better.
I
It's
just
fucking okay. This Fox News article, the Black Death, as it was known at the time, killed millions of people in the Middle Ages, but the cases are now uncommon.
Jesus.
Oh my goodness!
So the plague is back. Oh, some people wore bird masks to the game.
Buddy!
No. Boo.
There's a tweet from Jake Shapiro, and it's a picture of a guy in a bird mask at the... Why do they have a bird mask on RIP? What? Who is this person?
Somebody who
Like,
watches weird porn, Kevin.
They
7
chanted-
Halloweens ago.
Plagued by Rapids, very ambitious crossover.
They chanted "Ring Around the Rosie" at the game.
Oh, God.
Jesus
And the Rapids
Christ.
tweeted it.
Jesus.
The #1 plague slap of all time. The plague slaps.
Apparently, they scored 6 goals in that game. The Rapids tweeted, "Ring around the Rosie, 6 goals, feeling cozy. Rapids, we got 3 points."
Oh, Jesus.
You know somebody definitely got fired over that tweet.
What a fucking nuts. What?
There's no way this life isn't a simulation at this point.
Absolutely not. Oh, no. What? Okay, so from the Billboard.com article, while cases of humans contracting the plague are rare, large parts of Colorado, Nevada, California, Oregon, and New Mexico are endemic with plague.
We're
Endemic.
never going back to Vegas.
It also, to be fair, says,
I'm ready.
like, modern mild antibiotics just, like, get rid of the plague once you have it. Which is a wild thought that it killed millions of people years
They
ago. And now we're
didn't.
just like,
Kevin,
I know they didn't. That's the whole point.
No.
I'm bringing up.
There was a time in history where people, like doctors, I'm putting that in air quotes for those of us who can't see me, doctors would touch dead bodies and then immediately after help somebody birth a baby, and they were like, I don't know why infants are dying. There was like,
We got no clue, my guy.
Does not correlate.
No idea.
Gross. Mop it up.
Have you ever taken
to
the
my
debate
hunch.
class correlation to causation?
All right, Jackson.
But I want to go back to Vegas. I like Vegas.
Fuck Vegas.
Listen, we can go to
Anyways.
Vegas and die. We're good.
If you guys don't hear from me, it's because I died because of the Black Plague.
Just wash your hands.
I
Patrick-
fully expect
Jordan-
you guys to
Wait,
have a
what-
soundboard.
Was it any people or was it just the prairie dogs?
Prairie dog.
Just the prairie dogs for now.
That's not good.
So, Patrick, I just have you know, if you die from the plague at your memorial, you need to know there's one story I'm telling about you to everybody at the memorial.
Is it a good story?
It involves SeaWorld. We're not talking about it now. If you want to hear the story, tell your friends to click on episode 1 of this podcast. We need a lot more listens.
Or
Kill
contract
Patrick.
the plague.
Please don't kill Patrick.
I'd rather you not, but either way, the story's going to get told.
Side question. If Patrick dies, do I get to be your best man?
It was Jordan. I'm just gonna put it on record. Jordan killed me.
Jordan in the living room with the candlestick.
You hear that? The FBI.
The FBI doesn't normally
Do you hear that,
investigate
personal
murders.
FBI?
Our personal agents don't even listen to the fucking podcast, boys.
I'm your guy's personal agent.
He is. It's true.
I am
It's
the
me, Special Agent McDonald. So Christine, you had some questions you wanted to ask us?
My
She doesn't
partner,
want to talk to
Special
us
Agent
ever
Grimace.
again.
Wow. Okay. Thank you.
don't want to talk to the feds either.
My God. Jackson,
about the
you
Hamburg
literally
Door.
said you'd rather lose your wallet than get your search history looked at. There's no way you're the Fed.
I mean,
He
the
does
FBI
work for the
FBI
government.
needs people, and at a certain point, they have no choice but to take people with bad search history.
You know FBI agents' search history is fucking nasty.
Absolutely. Because
They need
you
people
see
with
all kinds of
experience.
wild shit, and then, like, you know what? Never mind.
So
We
those
don't need to
questions.
talk about my 4chan experiences.
Jesus. All right, so guys, I've had this question for a while, and I just feel like you have some good stories.
We do.
What are your most embarrassing moment?
Mine
Everyone's.
was my 24th birthday, where I threw up on Waffle House all over myself in front of my girlfriend.
And me.
You not really worried about. Because,
No, but
listen, we've gone through it.
we'll
But-
go over the stories when you get to me.
Yeah, that was probably my lowest point.
I have a
That's
tie
it?
for mine. You're gonna get.
I'm just kidding.
Well, we're not that exciting, Christine.
Jordan didn't even get charged for throwing up in the Uber.
That was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
still
need to
not.
send that man like a gift card or something.
I'm not sending him shit. Rudy with two O's is. He didn't charge me.
So I have a corporate person's most embarrassing and then a real life most embarrassing. So my corporate person's, I think everyone's nightmare, at least it was mine. I was on a call for a side project that I voluntarily agreed to pick up, was donating my time to. We were developing a dashboard for someone that was very non-technical for something that like an awards program for employees. And every time we had meetings, this person is, like I said, very non-technical, but always very fucking critical, but with like very random things. So it was a
Wow,
running
that's me.
joke. So I remember talking to my buddy, John, and I was telling him before the meeting, I was like, yeah, I was going to demo the page that I had, the stats page that I'd come up with. And I was like, I know she's going to make a comment about the white space. There's a lot of white space on the page that I did for a reason from a design standpoint. But I was like, I know she's going to comment on it because she always picks something. And then I drove home. It was right before I went on the cruise with your family, Pat. So I worked from home that day and took the call on my laptop at home in Melbourne. So I only had one screen, where I usually have three screens, where we're on a call. I can be on the call and screen sharing, and then on another monitor, I can be shit-talking people at the same time over IM. However, I'm an idiot, and I'm on one laptop screen. So we get on the call, and she mentions... I bring up the page, I demo it. First thing she says is like, I just don't think I love the white space. And I immediately start shit-talking it in an IM.
Oh, no.
And then I hear someone go, what? And I look and I realize what I've done. And of course, I didn't say anything super mean or anything, but I was like, of course, the fucking white space. Like, that's what I said to my friend. And I realized what happened. It was me and two of my buddies and this lady on the call. So on the screen share, she saw that. And then I had to be like, I was talking to John about white space, and does someone else want to talk now? And my buddies are texting me, just fucking roasting my ass. And then the best part about that is
still employed.
I, 4 months later, joined this lady's team and was her peer.
Oh, no.
So,
Wait.
yeah.
So that's something. So I built a website for this company on the side, and so I forgot they were using some kind of conferencing system, and they wanted to see my work. So it's like, oh yeah, I'll just go ahead and screen share. So I was like, hey, can you see my screen? And 3 people go, no, I can see your screen. And I go, oh, we need to have Google Chrome installed. And this lady who's paying me to make this website goes, what's Chrome? On our conference call, I go, yeah, you can use Google Chrome share. So she goes, what's Chrome? So I thought that I had lifted up my mic to go on mute, but I didn't lift it up enough, so I was not on mute. And then I turned to my boyfriend at the time, and at the top of my lungs was like, who the fuck doesn't know what Google Chrome is?
Oh no!
Man.
And all I hear is, I don't know what Google Chrome is.
Oh
Luckily,
Christine!
luckily we're pretty, we were friends before, and it was fine. So we kind of all laughed it off, but oh my god, I was thinking that was the worst thing ever. I felt like I had to pee. I don't know why. It's that's so uncomfortable I got when that happened. Oh my god. But who doesn't know what Chrome is? Sorry, that was my side note. But sorry. All right, what was your real life story?
Well, it involves shitting.
No.
No way.
So we've been forewarned that Christine has a shitting question coming up, so I might actually save this.
Oh, my next question is literally, what's your most embarrassing, poop story?
Okay, so I'll save it. Someone else go, please.
All right. Since you guys talk about poop all the time.
Literally every episode.
Never do that.
Never that.
I could tell my second most embarrassing.
Why don't you? Oh, got it. Go.
That's fine, Pat.
One time we're at band camp, and
How all great stories start.
This one time.
and and I actually the same day I had to present for my Eagle project, so I already looked
Noted
like a
Eagle
complete-
Scout Patrick Schecksnyder.
complete nerd because I was wearing my Boy Scout get up to band camp. And we were sitting down in a circle because we were getting talked to by our instructor, and then immediately the sprinklers started going off and one shot up directly into my asshole.
Remember that.
I remember that too.
So I got soaked
What?
in my scout stuff, and then I had to go present soaked for my final review.
Oh, Lord.
His ass crack was just sopping wet.
Okay, see, I reacted like that because I thought, it entered.
That would've been a
I
good
just-
story.
My
And then
God.
That's how I took it, and I was
Yes,
like,
I
oh
was
my
sexually
sodomized on the
violated.
field.
Though I feel like having a sprinkler shoot water directly into your ass can't be good.
Listen, I'm trying to order a bidet, so
It's reclaim, Kevin.
God damn it.
Jesus.
Go
Jackson.
Jackson.
I don't have an embarrassing shit story.
No,
You
this
have
is,
an embarrassing
this is
story.
this is
regular
just
embarrassing.
an embarrassing story.
Oh, embarrassing stories. Yeah, I think high school prom. I think that's a good one, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Let's do it.
Yeah. So high school prom, we threw a party at our friend's house, and it started at 9 p.m.
Earlier
That's
than that.
that's what
probably.
time high school prom gets out.
We left
No, we
aggressively
left-
early because prom was
yeah.
terrible.
Prom stinks.
Okay. So
Big shot.
I got wildly drunk for the first time in my life
And then
By, like-
continued to for the rest of his life.
at 10:30 p.m. I was dry heaving very audibly from the second story to where the whole party could hear me. And that went from 10:30 p.m. to about
7 a.m.?
7:30 a.m. I think.
The whole night.
Yeah.
So for outsiders' context on this story, it was your birthday, wasn't it, Jordan, or around there?
It was, in
Yes.
fact, my birthday.
So we went. This was like, at least for me. I mean, most of the kids that partied out of school were kind of dickheads. So this was like the first time going to get drunk with like people that I liked. So I was like, we went after prom. Kayla and I went. I had to drop her off because she had a curfew. So because we were in high school.
Classic.
Yeah. Patrick, one to talk. So we get there. Kayla gets a drink and a shot, and whoever made her the drink, I think it was our buddy Brandon, made it like all alcohol. Never drinking in her life. Kayla gets destroyed, and I have to drive her home, take care of her, get her in the house so that her parents waking up, whatever. It's a whole thing. I get back to the party. I'm like, I'm ready to get fucking drunk. Like, let's go. When I left the party, there was like 60 people there. I get back, and there is 6 people. There's 5 people sitting in the living room, and then there is someone
Jackson.
upstairs dry heaving. I get back, I'm like, what the fuck happened? Apparently the cops came and like told everyone they need to leave her. I don't know exactly what happened.
There were okay. So this
Someone
story
decided
is
to peel out in the cold.
no. This was out of hand well before that happened. So, okay, this, okay. So
Put it out.
shut up. Patrick.
Get to it. Everyone knows the story already.
You guys know the story, but nobody actually knows the backstory because you were blacked out.
I
Kevin
wasn't even
wasn't.
blacked out, which is the worst part. I was just dry heaving.
At a point, you blacked out. Anyway, there was this girl coming to this party to see me, to hang out. It was my birthday. There were a bunch of people around celebrating me, blah, blah, blah. We know how I am. So, the girl,
Jesus.
You're such
was
a
a-
fucking cock. Jesus.
I was a
Keep going,
sad
please.
boy.
Was?
I was a sad.
Keep going.
I'm not sad anymore. She was, whatever. There was a tiff. She left. I became increasingly frustrated by the amount of people that were around. Then some dude that was known to carry a gun showed up, and we were like,
Yeah, half our high school. Continue.
correct, yes. And we're like, no, you can't come in. Like, we don't know you. We don't fuck with you like that.
Probably have a gun.
I didn't say that because I didn't want him to then pull the gun. I tried to defuse the situation. And then at that point, somebody was like trying to do donuts in the person who lived next door's lawn. And then the police showed up. And then that person took off in their car and the police followed them. So while that was happening, we were then ushering and kicking people out of the house because we were like, we're done with this. Meanwhile, Jackson is texting me, sitting at a table 6 feet behind me. Where am I?
This is
Did you see the cops out there?
valuable experience for the following like 8 years.
But you never
Absolutely.
learned.
No,
He still
absolutely
does
not.
it. He did it last year, and he was in Orlando, and I was
I
in
did it, like,
Atlanta.
6 days ago.
To be fair, Jordan, you did it about 3 months ago.
No. I never texted anybody, where am I? Well, I could
just
see
didn't know where
that.
you were
text
and then
Jordan,
puked on
where
yourself
am
in an
I?
Uber.
About like every other week.
Yeah. Anyway, so he's texting me, where am I? I'm just like, what is happening? I turn around, I see him texting. I'm like, go upstairs. So I'm still rushing people out of this house because I'm done with this experience, and it's like 11 o'clock. So we finally get everybody out. Jackson's dumbass is just laying face down on the floor. And I'm just like, somebody put a
Face
gate.
up.
I guess. He never threw up, so it didn't really matter.
Oh no. I threw up all the Fujiyamas we had for the pre-prom dinner, and it was just all like straight rice,
That's so much
like
rice.
very visible rice grains.
Oh, I miss
Japanese
Fujiyamas.
steakhouse, Christine.
I haven't heard.
Oh, that's right. You
God.
went to Vieira. Sorry.
God, I miss Fujiyamas.
Shout out John Wang.
Why was Fujiyamas before prom ever a thing?
It was the
Because
only
John
remotely.
Wang's dad
He gave
owned
us
it.
great deals on Fujiyamas.
Yeah, we did get. I think we got 40% off our bill or something.
We got
And-
40%
Stop at
off
home
the
afterwards.
hibachi, and then he gave us free sushi.
Yeah, and then I think because it was one of the few nice restaurants that we had an into, it's not like we could go somewhere nice and like bully people out, you know?
No. I love Fujiyama, but it's kind of sad when you leave your parents' house to go to prom, go to dinner, and then go back to your parents' house to take a shit before you go to prom.
Oh my god.
Did you do that?
Oh, 100%, yeah. Fujiyama
We
goes
went to
right through
Lauren
me.
Vanderveer's house. Well, I
So,
went to Lauren Vanderveer's
Patrick,
house.
you went
I
to
don't
about
know
six
why.
proms.
That's a
Did
name
you go to
I've heard
Fujiyama
in,
every
like,
time?
6
Lauren
years.
Vanderveer, she was my volleyball team. She was
I
my-
probably shouldn't have put her whole name out there like that.
What is it,
Wild.
Kevin? Yeah, you gotta cut that out.
Dude, her and I were on a volleyball team together. That was my.
Also, shout out Christina Weaver for being the best prom date to a thing I didn't even really want to go to.
Me neither.
You
Patrick,
went so many times.
Yeah. You went to about 6 proms. Did you go to Fujiyama every time? Is that why you say that?
Yes.
Okay.
Dude, it was like the only nice restaurant in our area. Well, like affordably nice for
There's a
prom.
chart. Yeah, there's a chart house in Melbourne.
I went
There's
to
also a
Dakota.
melting
Wild's
pot.
expensive though.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're not
We were
balling
very
out that
broke.
much.
Very broke.
Now we are, but not
Well-
as high schoolers.
Every once in a while.
I spent $175 at Fogo de Chao this weekend.
Jesus. Again?
Shout out Bacardi Dragonberry for being a good prom date.
Oh, yeah. I
Oh
walked into
my
the party. I heard the dry heaving. I asked someone that was there. I was like, what happened? Like, who's up there? And someone was just like, Jackson drank the entire bottle of Dragonberry. That's all I needed to know.
I requested 2 handles of Dragonberry.
Handles?
No, okay, no. 2 fists.
Yes.
I was like, Jesus.
Yes, 2/5.
Yeah. And I drank 1.5, and I have not had Dragonberry, Bacardi Dragonberry since.
I put Dragonberry in a White Claw this weekend.
I drink it at Lemon Bar. But
All right,
If I smell
Christine.
it again, I will die.
Next question.
Oh, so. So I.
Guest?
Actually, interviewer.
Hello. Wait, hold on. Okay, can I tell a story? This is
Sure.
This is
This
just
is
a
your
plug for
podcast.
me,
this
but
is
it-
your episode.
It's not just a plug for me, but it had to do so that the party that I met, or the party that I really like, I guess only really hung out with Patrick, and so Kevin was there. I threw like a big end of the year party for like the beach volleyball club at UF, and some guy like in Delta Chi or something was like, "Hey, you can use our off-campus house." So like, Kevin, you remember that party, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. So yeah,
Barely.
Patrick got there, so it was cool. Oh, barely, it was rough. So that party happened, and like some guy asked like, "Hey, can I DJ?" And I was like, "Yeah, sure," thinking he meant like plug his iPod in. And remember that? Like he brought like a whole DJ setup for the. Do you remember that? There were like
You talking
lights
about
and
Ryan
speakers.
Stop putting people's first and last names out.
No, he's our friend. He's our friend.
No. It was like
I love
Luke
Ryan.
or something, and he like set up like a whole DJ stand, and like it was.
Oh, okay,
yeah,
okay.
and there were. I mean, there were way too many people there, and like people ended up on the roof and stuff. And I mean, it was a really good party, but like, I thought it was a fun party. It was like your classic like college party.
Wait, frat party roofs?
It was a good college party, yes.
It was a good
No more
college
roofs,
party.
Jackson.
It was
So
a
then-
decent party.
It was a good party. So then fast forward to last year, I was recruiting for my old job, and we took out some candidates that were from the University of Florida. And so one of the candidates kept looking at me, and I was like, "You look really like." He kept staring at me. I couldn't figure out like why. And I go, "Do I know you?" And he goes, "Yeah, I don't know if I want to say it." And I go, "Okay." And I was like, because I was there with like another recruiter, but it was like another younger person. So I was like, "It's fine." I was like, "We don't care. Don't worry." Like, "What's up?" And he goes, "I think I met you at a party." And I go, "Oh," I was like, "Well, I mean, I did go here. Like, maybe I was ran into you here." And I go, "Which party was it?" He goes, "It was the party of the year." And I just, oh my god, I like was bright red. I was like, "Really?" I was like so excited. I was like, "It was the party of the year." I was like freaking out, like flipping my hair. I was like, "I'm shit, do the party of the year." And so I asked him, I was like, "Was it really the party of the year?" And this kid, dead ass, his whole face changed, was like straight face, like mean mugging. And he goes, "No, you named the party that on Facebook."
Damn.
And the person
Big mood.
the person I came
Big
to
mood.
recruit with literally spit her wine out like on the side of one of our candidates because she just exploded into laughter. And I was like, that's fun.
That was the same party that there was I'd say
Oh
big
my-
boy.
Oh,
Maybe
he
the
was a
biggest
big
boy.
Big boy?
Some big boy.
It was I think it was a
I was
freshman,
small.
and he was
Oh.
passed out in a lawn chair in the backyard, vomiting
remember being
with a
in that.
sombrero. He was struggling. He kept trying to put his
Yeah.
sombrero on upside down. he had it upside down and could
Huge
not put it
move.
on, and was kept looking at it, trying to figure it out, putting it on upside down. It kept falling off his head. Patrick and
know
I.
the exact thing I'm going to do the next party I go to is try and put a sombrero on upside down. Huge ass mood.
So Pat and I, as the good Samaritans that we are, were like, okay, like he needed to go home.
Oh, so
Let's get him
bad.
home. So we were like trying to get information out of him. Like, hey, what's your name? Do you have friends? Where do you live? Because no one was claiming this man's. And we eventually got enough out of him. He lived kind of close by. We were going to walk him to the front, and then we had another friend that was going to leave and was going to like walk with him home because it was like very short distance. In the trip from the backyard to the front yard, the man puked on both Patrick and I.
It was incredible.
So, I forgot he threw up on you.
This was the stinkiest person I've ever been near in my life.
Oh, that was rough. Rip.
That sounds terrible.
This is the same party where I ended up mopping a floor.
Oh, you helped me clean. I forgot about that.
Yeah, we helped clean that night.
Oh, that was
What a
rough.
night.
What a weird
I
night.
have pictures of Christine fucking zonked after that night.
It was bad. It was pretty bad. Also, I think the most drunk I've ever been. Kevin and I were in Costa Rica, and like we met some homeless dude selling coconuts, like coconut water. Like that.
You
day,
thought
like,
that
on the
word that
beach.
started with a C was going to be something different.
Yeah.
Sure did.
But no, he was selling
Hold
coconuts, like coconut water, like by the beach. And then I think we all went out to like a nightclub that night, and so we were sitting in the nightclub, and I think it was you, Kevin. All of a sudden, someone taps and goes, "Yo, is that the fucking coconut man?" And in the middle of this nightclub is a shirtless homeless man dancing with his coconut, and I was like,
That was the same night that our Greek
Oh my
friend
God.
Stavros was buying me and another friend. He kept ordering a beer with a shot of vodka in it.
"No,"
And we kept
he
drinking it.
disappeared.
Stavros saw war.
No, that's not even it, Kevin. That was the same night. So we all planned this trip together. We had our like whole schedule set where we'd like go as a group of people.
It was like a 16-person fucking trip, and I knew
So-
nobody but Christine.
No, but it was a lot. But yeah, I think you ended up making better friends on that trip than I did. And they were my friends. But no. But so the next morning we were supposed to leave at like 8 a.m. to go like on a bus to our next destination, and like Stavros never showed up. And then remember, like Zach wandered in at like 6:30 in the morning. We go, "Where the hell have you guys been? We've been looking for you all night." Do you not remember that?
Oh, I remember.
Oh my, okay, yeah. So then he just like goes, "Oh," and we're like, "What happened?" So our friend Stavros, like he's Greek, so like dude parties on a different level. But I guess like long story short, he was like taking like hits of cocaine off a machete, like getting in random people's cars. And I guess Zach said he just got in someone's car and then left. And then Zach had chased him all night, so he just let him go. So like
Yeah.
we just weren't with him for the rest of the trip. And I was
He literally
Is he
had a-
still alive?
Yeah, the next day he rejoined us in our next
That's not
destination.
good at all.
yeah, that was like wild. But yeah, that was that. But
That sounds like a story where, yeah, and then he ended up in a tortilla bin.
He's alive and well to this day. He's a
thriving.
reasonably successful guy.
Yeah, but there's that. But anyway, no. Oh shit. Okay, guys. Sorry, I'm not just trying to tell my stories, but I gotta share this one with you, y'all, because I feel like you appreciate it. Plus, I get that. But when I joined my new company, literally in my application, like for the job, they asked like to list your most embarrassing story. Like it was wild. Like
That's a trap.
the job application had that, and I go, okay. So I like didn't know what to put, so I put one that I thought was like innocent but funny, and I didn't know what was going to happen to it. So I literally like didn't hear anything about like I didn't ask why it was there or anything. So my first day at work, like they use Slack as their like they don't have Skype, they use Slack. So there's like an all hands channel, which is everyone in the company. And so they heard the channel, which essentially notifies everybody, and posted my embarrassing story. So I guess what they do is when someone joins the company, they post that embarrassing story and say, "Welcome to the company." And so, yeah, so this story. So I think the reason I thought about it was like Lauren, I'm pretty sure we were playing Lauren's team, but it was in the middle of a high school volleyball game. And our team was doing really well. That particular day I happened to be doing really well. And so all of a sudden in the middle of the game, like the other coach started like pointing and yelling at me. and like I didn't know what she was yelling about. But she kept pointing at me and saying like number 11, number 11. I was like, what's going on? So the ref called me over, and like y'all remember, like in high school, especially like in Melbourne, where we're from, like all the refs because it's the same guys like for 4 years. So
Shout out Civic Center basketball referees.
Listen,
so like
that man did not want to call like the 5th foul on me.
That man's name was Kevin.
no,
He
but we
smoked
know.
cigarettes at halftime.
Me and him
No,
were
you-
best buds.
No, but like that's how it is. You know everybody. So like I went up to the ref and I literally go, I was like, all right. He's like, I was like, hey, what's up? And Steve, his name was literally Steve. He was like, well, she says you have a nose ring in. And I was like, you don't have a nose ring. I was like, you've refed how many games? He goes, I know. I just because I was team captain. He goes, I should tell you so we can like resolve it. I'm like, okay, cool. So I went back, kept playing. The next point, same thing. Like she's yelling at me, screaming at me. So finally, he calls me over, the other team captain, and then our coach is over. And the coach is like, that girl has a nose ring in. If she has a nose ring in, she's not allowed to be playing. So that should be a point penalty, and she's not allowed to play in the game. And my coach is like, what the hell are you talking about? My players have a nose ring in. So then motherfucking Steve decides to be like, oh no, you do have a nose ring in. And so he's pointing at me, and I'm like, what's up? And he's pointing, he's like, yeah, right there on the side of your nose. You have a nose ring in. And so when he did that, the other ref goes, yes, that's the nose ring I'm talking about. So finally, at this point, I'm like probably the color of a tomato, and I had to like slowly whisper, I was like, it's not a nose ring, it's a zit. And so as I told him it was a zit, the ref then proceeded to yell to the down ref on the other side of the court in a silent gymnasium because no one knows what's going on. And I shit you not, he goes, it's not a nose ring, it's a zit. And just screamed it.
No.
In high school?
In
How did you
high
not kill yourself?
Oh no, I subbed myself out of the game because I couldn't play anymore. I was miserable. And like, if you think it's like one of those like shitty MTV movies where like all the lights go down and you see a bunch of ha-has coming out of the background. Or like
You were in Mean Girls. Wow.
Oh, it was so bad. But yeah, that was mine.
You
Side
hate to
note.
see it.
I just thought you'd appreciate that. And to make it better, my Asian mother got mad at me at the end of the game.
For having a
Because-
zit?
No, because she said it was, it showed weakness. That I subbed myself out of that I subbed myself out of the game and couldn't deal with it.
Did the word dishonor ever come up?
Sun on, oh my god, dude, if she would have been like, the sun on you, the sun on your cow, I would have shit my pants on that. That would have been great. But no, so that was that. Anyway, so questions for you guys. Alright, poop story. Most embarrassing one, because that's all y'all talk about on this podcast.
So I teased it so I can go ahead. I went, this is when I was like 12 probably. My family has a circle of family friends. A couple other families. I think most of them originally met because my sister did like Girl Scouts with them when they were like 9. And then, but the families all have similarly aged kids, and we just became like really good, still to this day, really good friends. Like Jordan knows them all very well. Like
Correct.
they're like tight knit like family friend circle, right? So it's like 4 or 5 families, and this was four families at the time. We used to go camping every year in.
A trip I did not go
Okay, so
on
we
ever.
went camping 2 years, and then after that we started doing cabins because camping means no air conditioning. That's kind of a bummer.
For everyone.
But this is one of these we actually went camping. We basically what we did was, as the 4 families, we rented out 5 campsites, and we had, or maybe it was just 4, but we had one campsite in the middle that was like where everyone hung out, and then we had the other ones, and we would put up lights and everything, and like own basically half of the campsite, and then we would just drink, and or not me, but like the adults would drink, and we would just like sit outside and just kind of like fuck around. It was a great time, honestly. But anyway, in the morning, they would make one of the mornings. They made one of the moms was making egg McMuffins, so just like ham egg English muffin, right, on a little griddle that we had. Because this is camping, and you have like power outlets and stuff. It's not like real camping.
It's glamping.
Yeah, I mean we're still sleeping in tents that we brought, so it was like anyway.
Pores.
Right, it's like poor person glamping, but not like Patrick camping.
Okay.
So we made the egg McMuffins. It was great. We're having a good time. And then we went to this, like, it was a dam somewhere in Georgia. I don't even remember where we were exactly, but there was like a whole museum, and then there was a 3-mile roundabout hike, like a circle. And it was a very scenic hike, really cool, whatever, but it was a pure circle, 3 miles. So I am off walking with my parents and someone else, and we are exactly 1.5 miles into the hike. The exact opposite end of the circle from the only bathroom in the area. And my stomach's been, for the past like half a mile, a little bit offset, but I was like, whatever, like it's fine.
Offset?
I get to mile 1.5, and it goes from a discomfort to a full-fledged emergency.
This sounds like a third of the stories you tell on this podcast.
Fair point. However, this is one where it feels like someone's stabbing me in the stomach, right? You know, normal Kevin once a week, right? Whatever. So I tell my parents, I'm like, hey, I gotta, like, of course, I'm 12, so I'm not speaking this composed. But I was like, I need to hustle back. So they're like, okay,
Bathroom!
essentially. So I start fast walk, because I can't run, because if I run, I'm going to shit myself. I start fast walking. I probably get a quarter of a mile in, and it goes from emergency to code brown. Right?
Oh my god.
So I, in a
Somebody come
panic,
get their mans.
look around to the left. I think it was around like a lake or something. There was something to the left. There was like a body of water, something like that. I couldn't go in there. To the right, there's just woods. So I dart off into the woods and run about 20 feet to the point that I am about to shit my pants, and I just have to shit in the woods. The problem is, if you have an unexpected emergency shit in the woods, you don't have time to prepare, and you don't like practice these situations. I just kind of squat, bend over, and go, and it's a, for lack of a better word, explosion.
You hit a tree.
Oh my god.
The problem is, when I pulled my pants down for it, they went down, but not to my ankles.
No.
You should do. Oh.
So now there is shit behind me, on the
Like a
ground,
newborn
on the
baby.
trees, on the plants, on the waistband of my pants, inside my underwear. Like just
jump
the
in the
whole,
lake and end it, Kevin.
all of it.
I'm surprised, honestly, and I mean this sincerely, I'm surprised you did not kill yourself after that.
So
Because the situation you just described would actually cause the end of my life. I would walk into the lake, and that would be it.
So what happens at this point is, of course, I'm in the woods, and I'm looking around for something to kind of do a little bit of damage control, and I make the executive decision that any of the leaves around me, I'm not going to wipe my ass with, because they could be, I have no idea
my
what I have no idea what plants are going to irritate me, give me a rash, whatever. So I grab plants and kind of start wiping what I can. And look at it. And mind you, I'm still only like 20 feet into the woods. Like if someone just casually looks my direction, they could probably see me.
You could
So
have just
I-
asked for help.
From a stranger? I'm mortified. What do I?
If I'm walking in the woods and see a poopy ass kid come up to me, I think I let it be.
So
I run in the opposite direction. Let it be. I'm getting the fuck out of there.
I pulled my pants back up with shit still inside my underwear. Not like a lot, but enough.
Oh god.
I'm imagining tears in your eyes.
Oh, yes. 100%.
I'm trying not to cry right now.
Return back to the trail. And mind you, I have 1.25 miles before I can get to the nearest bathroom. So I fast waddle my way back to the bathroom, kind of like crying, holding my pants, like get to the bathroom, text my parents, emergency, like this is what happened. I don't know what to do. My parents, being good parents, very sympathetic, rushed back to the bathroom. My dad comes in and he's like, of course, there's someone else in the stall. So my dad comes in and kind of like pretends to pee. The guy leaves the stall and then he's like, Kevin? And then there's me just like, yeah. And he's like, what happened? It's like, I'm not like hurt per se, but I wish I was.
It would be better for my psyche if I was.
So at this point, no one else in the group that we're traveling with knows what happened. So, but everyone's like, where's Kevin? So my dad goes back to the car and he's like, okay, I'll try and find something. The only thing, thankfully this was there, but the only thing in the car was these like bright red pajama pants that were in the car rather than in my bag or something. He comes and
Better
brings
than
them
white.
in. I'm in the bathroom with this 1-ply State Park toilet paper, just sandpapering my ass, like everything, cleaning myself up. And he brings these pants, so I take off everything and and he brings me a plastic bag. We put it in the plastic bag, we tie it.
Burn it.
I think we probably trashed it. And then I put on these pants, and then I walk back out to my group of friends that I'm clearly wearing different pants than I was before. And have to just kind of be like, my, pants got wet, ruined. At this point, I'm hoping they think I pissed myself. That's the best case.
They'll know for sure, Kevin. Those people listen to this podcast.
I think at this point they know. So yeah, then we were going to go somewhere else.
They knew that day. So.
We went back to the campsite.
I think I'd like to hope that Poppy was sympathetic enough for the week to not tell the other parents.
No, I don't think. I honestly doubt that he did, because I'm all for making fun of myself. At this point, I'm telling the story. It's funny, but in that moment, he was trying to cover for me. But there's no covering for that. There's no covering what happened.
Well, so I guess at 12, obviously, you don't have the depth, as a person, to be like, I didn't shit myself, I shit on my pants.
No, guys, it's different.
I didn't shit myself, I shit on myself.
Kevin shit on himself.
That's what I'm saying. No, I shit. I didn't. If I said that to you guys, yeah, you'd make fun of me, but you'd be like, shit happened. Poor choice of words, but things happen.
Was this Forrest Gump?
It seems like. But then I could be like, nah, I live in this lake now. I get it.
Yeah, so.
I'm proud of you for, really opening up your heart, because you'd never told me this story, and we've been friends since that time.
I'm not sure Patrick knew that story, to be completely honest.
You
and
told me
now,
that story
okay, so there was probably about 6 people on this earth that knew that story. Now 6 plus you guys plus 100-ish,
Yeah.
and all my future employers.
If your future employers are listening to this podcast and not
They won't be your future.
yeah, that's what that's gonna be, really.
So yeah, that's my story.
And he's shitting to it.
Oh gosh.
Ugh, I really wish I had the boo.
We're already 50 minutes in. I think we're good.
I think we can just end on
Someone else has to tell a shitting story.
No, I want to
come
hear a
on.
poop story.
I don't
I
shit
don't have
myself.
a poop story.
I don't shit on myself. I make it to a toilet every time.
Pass.
Patrick, now's your time.
Pass.
No, Patrick, go. I wanted to. Is this the SeaWorld thing?
I'm really not gonna put Patrick out there like that. That would be fucked up.
I'll put him out there.
Well, you know what? Let me take that back. I'm not gonna put him out there until we have ads on this podcast.
The funny thing about that story is shitting is a very small part of it.
Yes, but it's the punchline.
Does Jackson know that story?
I don't think so.
What story? I'm sorry, I'm listening to the rap soundboard and just clicking different rappers and listening to the sounds.
It's almost like you should be a part of this fucking
No, I'm not paying
podcast.
attention at all. Let's just tell me what I need to pay attention to.
He's not going to tell the story. Well, he'll tell it off mic or off air, I guess.
Yeah.
So I just got conned into telling a story where I shit myself and no one else is going to be embarrassing. All right,
First of all,
I get it.
Luda!
I've never
Yes.
shit myself. Well, I haven't shit myself as an adult. I pissed on myself one time. Willfully.
Willfully?
Why?
I set out to pee on myself.
Wait.
Continue. No. Now you gotta continue. Lobo!
Stop. So I was trying to get out of a situation with a woman that I did not want to be in. Yep.
Fine, I'm not going to interrupt. Just keep going.
And I was like, hey, I gotta leave. And she's like, no, don't go. And I was like, I don't really want to be here. I don't feel that good, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, no, please stay.
Just say it.
And then I just pissed on myself. I willfully set out to piss on myself.
I gotta go home. I pissed on myself.
Yeah. And she was like, ew. And I was like, you know what? That's fine. That is fine. I'm willing to wear that.
move.
Listen,
We can't. That's really a wild move to just piss all over yourself to get out of a situation.
yeah.
I
No,
hate
I'm willing.
people and have not done that.
How old
Listen.
are you?
Please say like 12.
No.
He was for sure
no.
like 20.
I was older than that.
Oh, that's worse.
This keeps getting worse.
I was like 17.
What?
No.
Oh no!
Oh, fuck.
I'm
What does
picturing
Young
like a
Thug have to say about
6-year-old Jackson or a 6-year-old. Sorry, blah. Picturing like a 6-year-old you, not a 17-year-old you.
I said I was
Young
trying to
Thug
get out of a
has,
situation with a girl. How old did you
slang
think I
season.
was?
That's a really circuitous way to get out of that.
Which is
Patrick, you have a college
Circuitous.
degree and a good job. Like you can't make fun of being smart. Like,
Says the guy who pissed himself.
listen, I owned it
just on purpose.
on purpose. I pissed myself on purpose to get out of a situation. I did. Sometimes you got to do what you got to do.
No.
I'm willing to. Yeah,
That can't
I'm
be
willing to
fair.
own it.
Jesus.
All right, Christine, did you have any other pressing questions for us?
Please don't. This has been awful.
No, please have more questions. I'd love to do this for another hour.
This is a bonus episode. We can make this as long as we want, boys.
The other one I was gonna do is just like one of those things where like you all answer at the same time, kind of thing.
Do it. What is it?
Sure.
All right. So at the same time, just answer as soon as I get done, I guess.
No, count it down. Let's not. This is going to be
Okay,
so bad
we'll do
otherwise.
that. Okay, yeah. Who do you think, if they were to go to jail, would be the first one to go to jail?
Jordan.
1, 2, 3.
Jordan.
He's the only one I know.
Jordan pissed on himself to get out of a social situation.
You think he won't piss himself
I
to get
really
out of
think
the
Jordan
cops?
would be the first to snitch. I'd be the first to go to jail.
No, wait, hold on. You said I'm the first to snitch?
Oh yeah.
No. No.
Yeah.
You're the first to snitch. What are you talking about? When pressed, you quickly fold.
Oh no. I just
Patrick
get
may be
silent.
the first to snitch. He cut
You're
me
not
off when I
you're
had to
trying to
shit.
not get killed.
What?
You're trying to not get killed.
Okay. No. If, like, it all depends on the situation. 1. 2, I'm not snitching. I'm probably going to get shot in the process, but I'm not snitching.
Guys,
Next
I think-
question.
Pull out the
I think Patrick might be the first to snitch.
If they pull out the yopper,
No way.
like, if they pull out the toaster, it's not. We're past
that's
the
a good call,
who
it's a
did
toaster.
what situation. We're past that. You know? So, like, as long as the toaster's not in my face, like, you know, I'm not snitching. Like, that's not what I'm doing.
But
That's
I'm
not
assuming
what
the toaster's immediately in your face.
Now, if
All right.
it's a plug situation,
All right,
like,
moving on.
Okay, next question. Who would be the most likely one to commit murder? 1, 2, 3.
Jackson.
Jordan?
Jackson.
yikes.
Moving
That's
on.
not good. That's not good.
Let's keep it
That's
moving.
not good. Well, okay, wait. Yeah, that's not good. This one's more like quick. So like, if you, I guess we can just like kind of go around. This was like, yes, this is like just like we'll go around the board. It's like for like go Kevin. Like,
Okay.
just cut this. But anyway, so next question. For each one of you, does like a certain like character from like a movie or like a TV show stick out? So like when you think of like
To describe
Jordan.
you?
or like yeah, like when you think of Jordan, like does Jordan
Oh,
remind
God.
you of like a specific character or something?
Urkel.
Jesus.
Continue.
You're going to make my friends not like me. And me not like my friends.
Kevin.
For
Carlton.
me, I was going
Yeah,
to
for
say
you.
Paul Blart Mall Cop for myself.
I can
Yeah,
see
that's probably in line.
Jesus.
Jackson, Rain Man.
Jesus.
Oh, that's so
We're keeping that in.
Patrick's a tough one. I don't know for Patrick.
Yeah, I can't think of one for Patrick.
God.
I'm curious as to see, like, what you guys say about me. I'm gonna have my feelings hurt, but I'm just gonna have to suck it up.
We had Urkel.
Yeah.
That's not a
Carlton.
movie.
Carlton
okay.
may be better.
It's still not a movie.
Trying to think of any African Americans who've peed on themselves, and all I got is R. Kelly, and I don't think you want that.
No!
Patrick!
We have to stop right now.
I'm not cutting that.
You have to cut that.
I'm not cutting that.
Wait, what was said?
He said R. Kelly.
That's bad.
One, you can't liken me to R. Kelly. Two, he had sex slaves.
Yeah, that's not a good take. Okay, next question.
Okay.
If all four
He said okay, like that was okay.
Like that made any sense? Just keep rolling. Just keep rolling.
All right. If all four of you were to be thrown in the octagon, who would come out as the winner?
Jordan.
One,
Yeah.
Me.
two.
You guys are real bad at countdowns, I swear.
Ready? Wait. 1, 2, 3.
Jordan.
Okay, why Jordan? Not that I don't doubt you, Jordan.
So
but
Jordan
I'm
actually
curious.
used to do MMA, but
Yeah,
Jordan's also
I
kind of
had-
a pussy. So counterpoint.
I don't like to hit people, but I have been fight trained. It's been a while. I'm a little out of shape, but
Jordan
I think
would start windmilling.
also, Jordan would definitely fight the dirtiest of all of us.
without a doubt. Like if I have to win, I think I'm overall the scrappiest. Like willing to do what it takes out of the group. But I'm not necessarily the overall strongest or anything like that.
So,
If that makes
sidebar. Christine, remember when we went to Thailand and I
Yeah.
did Muay Thai against a random stranger?
You just crop that laugh out. But yeah, I watched Kevin fight
So
some.
That's a part of our new soundboard.
I want to go to
Great.
Sound like a leprechaun.
I want to go to
no.
Thailand with Patrick so I can fight him.
Yeah, no, I watched Kevin fight
Kevin, we gotta
a random
fight
ass guy in a
tomorrow.
bar.
You
Can
know where
we?
I live.
All right.
Oh, that was rough.
That'll be
Remember
video
the guy-
content for the pod.
That would be great content.
Oh, do you remember the guy before you got his knee blown out? Ooh.
Yes.
That
Yes.
was
You hate to
this
see
guy kicked the other guy and you could hear the knee popping out.
Yes.
No.
Probably like $25 to fix in Thailand.
That man
Which
couldn't
you-
walk. I don't know.
Patrick, it's like $25 for a whole new cadaver just to pick what you want. All right, next. What was it? Oh yeah, the next one. Okay, so. Shit, what was it? Oh, no, fuck. All right, I forgot. So I guess that's it.
That's it?
Yeah,
write
you can
these
just
down?
crop it and see how you want. I wrote down like 3 of them, and then I was going by playing the rest by ear.
So there's nothing else you want to know about us? Because it's the last time you get to talk to me. Probably ever.
Jesus. No, I'll pass on your phone.
Sounds like a good day to me.
Oh,
How is Patrick going to act like... He just compared me to R. Kelly. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Jordan, did
Yeah.
you want to talk about New York?
I can talk about New York. As you guys have seen, I've been eating and spending all of my money. I'm having a good time, seeing all kinds of cool shit, doing all kinds of cool shit. Thank you, Hannah Milden, for hosting me and taking me around. Being a little bit of a tour guide, but I'm kind of showing her around. She doesn't know where she's going just as much as I don't. I've eaten a lot of good food. She's got some good takes on pizza.
Where's the best pizza you've had in New York so far?
So far, we've only had one pizza place, but we're going to do pizza tomorrow.
Have you been to Prince Street Pizza?
Of course I have.
I think that's like my favorite slice that I've had in New York so far.
That's Hannah's favorite, too.
Yeah,
But
Prince
that's
Street
not
is
where we
fucking
went today.
bomb. It's amazing.
Oh, there's a place in Brooklyn that's really good too.
Patrick, there's
And
probably
the
like
name is-
75 places in Brooklyn.
No,
that's
I'm trying
really
to think of. Kevin,
There's
were you there
definitely
with
more than
us?
75. I don't know.
It's like right near the water. Ugh, I can't remember what it's called.
good. Which side?
Oh, the place you went with your family?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't remember the name of that place. That place was good, but it was not as good as
No.
Prince Street.
All right, let's move on.
This
then.
is great.
No,
I ate a whole
no
lobster
reason.
for dinner tonight. I put that on the Instagram. That was fun.
I mean, like, what? Like, whole Like, is there a difference between, I ate lobster tonight and I ate the whole lobster?
Yeah, because you can get like pieces of lobster, and then I had.
Oh, like you ate the like.
I didn't eat the shell.
Yeah,
Your finest
clearly.
piece of lobster.
Okay.
Did you not see the picture?
No, I didn't.
It's on the Instagram story.
I just never heard somebody phrase it as like I ate the whole lobster. I just heard it like I had lobster.
No, you should roast him.
No, like
Fuck him up.
because it was a whole lobster. Like it said on. You know what? It doesn't matter. Yeah, I ate lobster tonight, and there's more food.
You got
to
a whole
come.
lobster tonight?
He walked it back.
I just don't want to fight about it, honestly. We've been doing this for hours now. This has devolved into nothingness.
Wait, last thing because it's here. What? Do any of you guys watch Stranger Things? Because like you guys did the whole Game of Thrones thing, and
Listen,
like
I have Stranger Things shoes.
what?
That is true, he does.
Are they
Yeah.
like the Target ones that like light
No,
up? Like,
no.
Oh no, they're
Nike,
straight
Nike.
from Nike.
What?
It's a whole
Yeah,
thing.
Nike did a whole collaboration with Stranger Things, and they got
Yeah.
another set coming out, I think, in the next couple weeks.
No, they've been out for like a month.
wild. I gotta
No, there's a
look it
second.
up.
No, there's a second run of different shoes.
No,
Nike did
the
this?
first one
What?
was the ones that came out in June, and then the second one came out on the 4th of July.
No, Jackson,
They've been
there's
out.
another set of shoes. I'm telling
Wait,
you.
Jackson,
third
are they
set,
the
no, a
are
third
they
set
the
did.
furry ones or are they like the tan red ones?
No, neither. They're
No.
white and green Cortezes.
They're low top
Oh,
Nikes.
those are okay. Those are pretty cool.
They're,
And they had all kinds of cool like merch with them or memorabilia.
Oh yeah,
I guess
no.
you
I
call
got
it.
a Hawkins High School box with a Hawkins like newspaper and several pins that I have no idea what to use for.
No, those are sweet. Dude, the new ones they're coming out with are fucking weird. They're like furry. I don't
But-
know.
They should
Like-
be weird.
Anyways,
Oh, but we don't do Stranger Things. I don't watch it. And Kevin's a big fan. Jackson, you're a big fan. Patrick, do you watch it?
Biggest fan.
oh, I've seen all of them.
Oh, I didn't know. But, I mean, you guys could definitely pod about that without me if you want.
You should watch it. It's good.
If you want to hear a Stranger Things special episode, let us know on Twitter. Maybe we'll drop one for y'all.
I'll throw a poll up on the Instagram on Monday or something.
Hey, nice blog, Jordan.
Pe- Thank you.
That was dripping with sarcasm.
That was a total joke about sharing too much personal detail.
I didn't share anything. I just said I hate kids.
I'm just kidding. I actually did read one. They were good.
Thank you.
All
Is
right,
that
well,
the second time? Wait, is that the second time someone's thrown shade at your blog and you didn't know it?
I don't know.
It's probably the 20th time.
Yeah, it's probably higher than that.
Oh, sorry. Anyway.
Well, we want to thank Christine for coming on 2 episodes.
And
If
also,
anybody
just,
is still listening,
this is nonsense. We've never
Wait.
done this before. Like, literally never done this before. This is insane.
Jordan's gonna block me on every social media.
Jordan lives
I'm
for
sup-
this.
This was my idea.
This is content.
Yes. No,
All
I'm
right.
not gonna block you. I
Make sure
I
to
will give you my phone number though.
give us 5 stars, please. Even if you're not listening, 5 stars.
I love you, Jackson.
In the ground we bear the seeds of
See
our
you
land,
guys. Peace.
all the things we carry. Now we're down to our bare feet. May I have this dance? Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give me both your hands. Let me stand beside you. You're bound to inherit the sins of our parents and all the people we passed through. Now we're down to the last 2. May I have this dance? Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give me both your hands. Let me stand beside you. You've got
your mother's eyes. You've got your grandmother's ring. You've got your daddy's discernment. Girl, you did your thing. Oh, give me one more. 1, 2, 1, 2, always on beat. You must have been born with 2 right feet. I know you've been looking for something concrete. You must have been born with 2 right feet. Said 1, 2, 1, 2, always on beat. I know you've been looking for something concrete. You must have been born with 2 right feet. You must have been born with 2 right feet. Said, I love you more than your mother, more than you love yourself.
May I have this dance? Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give me one more chance, give me one more chance, give me one more. Let me stay and excite you. Can I say something crazy? I love you. Give me one more chance, give me one more chance, give me one more.